All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. And this is our 3-part video on our European tour. Make sure you check out Paris and Amsterdam to find out how it went. But this video is all about London. So the first thing we're going to talk about is getting to London in the transportation. Who wants to talk about it?
So the entire trip we've been taking the train. So this time we decided to take a flight from Amsterdam to London. And it was basically because there were no trains to London.
All sold out.
Yeah, they were all sold out. So that was that. Which goes back to, you should check the schedule, see what's going on. NFL was there that weekend. There was so much going on. So we hopped the plane. You already watched us talk about how long it took us to get through the airport in Amsterdam. We flew to Stansted and then caught a bus into the city, and then we needed to take an Uber to our hotel. Uber is kind of a nightmare.
Yes.
They cancel frequently. You get what you get, and then the traffic is horrible.
And then you don't want to take a taxi because they overcharge you.
The prices are ridiculous.
Yeah. So you gotta do Uber.
You have to do
Uber.
Uber.
They cancel.
And they cancel, but if you cancel, they charge you. But they'll cancel on you. They're 11 minutes away. Get 2 minutes to there, and then just cancel. Oh, it was a nightmare. So we were 12 miles away from our hotel, and it took us like an hour and 20 minutes because the traffic is horrible. Freeways are not really a thing. So, 20 miles an hour. The roads, they're not one way, but there's only room for one car.
I know.
And so it's like you're driving, and then all of a sudden you got to get over, and then
another car.
What? This is okay.
Yeah.
So that was, navigating was hard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about public transportation as far as like trains, buses. We didn't do that. Kind of wish we did. But at the same time, there ended up being a strike while we were there. So getting to the airport on the way back turned into an adventure that we were not ready to go on. But yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Transportation.
But the best part of our London trip, it was my birthday, but we went to High Tea in London, and it's a place that Michelle found. So how did you come across this beautiful place?
Yeah.
So I listened to a podcast called The Read, and they start off every show with Black excellence. And so they were talking about the most beautiful shop in London. And I just remember them talking about it, and it sounded like amazing. And it had to be over a year ago that I heard this conversation, but I just remembered. And so we were like, we're going to London. What are we going to do? And I just kept saying, well, there's this Black-owned tea shop. Like, well, there's just this Black-owned shop. And everybody kind of, you hear somebody say, and then, okay, let's look it up.
Yeah, and this was in Paris.
Yeah. So I've been talking about it for the whole week. So then Miracle.
I sent a message on Instagram to them, and I was like, hey, it's my birthday. Because this is appointment only. You cannot just walk up to this place. You have to do appointment only. So I sent her a message. She sent me back, and then sent the link, and I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do it. Michelle was like, no, we're doing it. It's $100 per person. $50 goes towards the service, and then $50 is like credit for food. And so we went ahead and paid for the booking on Friday at 1 o'clock, and you're supposed to do it 7 days in advance. We were like four. And so she went ahead and accepted us. Yes. So we were so excited. Remember in our Paris video, we kind of packed for Paris, so we thought we didn't really have color, but of course we're AKAs, so everybody had pink, which was perfect.
And that's relevant because the shop is beautiful. Flowers everywhere, and pink is the thing.
Yes.
So it's like, we need to go buy pink. We woke up that morning with every intention to go early, to go buy pink.
We ate breakfast and just took forever.
We took forever. So then we started like, I'm not gonna get dressed. I'm gonna go just get dressed. Turns out we all had pink.
All looked so
cute. And it was perfect. And so the name of the shop is St. Ames. And it was just gorgeous.
And the reason why St. Ames is her grandmother's name. And the reason or why it looks like that is it reminded her of her grandmother. And she just really talked, this is the owner, she talked about how important it was to have beautiful things or just beautiful house. And so her and her siblings would go to her grandmother's house, and her grandmother loved just like fashion and beautiful things, and they were taught at a very young age how to act. And so she's like, you know how most people would be like, oh, don't go in there, you can't touch the furniture. Like they could go in there,
covered up and stuff.
But you just knew how to act, and it just like gave this sense of beautification. And I think it just having this is something that you should do in your house. Like make sure you have a room that's just beautiful, and it changes your mood, creativity, spirit, all of that. And so at first she had a chocolate, like they made chocolate, and then her and her sister went into business to have this shop, and it was a regular coffee shop because we're in London, so it's actually a coffee shop. But she couldn't control the service and the experience and all of that. And so that's why also I think it was either her grandfather or father, like somebody passed.
Somebody got sick, and then somebody died, and it was like because it was a family business. They all had to go, and they were closed, and people didn't understand. And she's like, "We're a family business, like no." And
but also her thing is like she looked back at how many times she could have visit the grandfather, and she couldn't because she was always working, and so it was a little bit of like freedom and controlling the experience. That's why she moved to this appointment only, and you have to pay your coins up front, and you have the whole building to yourself. So it's her cousin, which we nicknamed cousin, and they serve you, and you get to have these deep conversations. I asked her all types of questions about Issa Rae. I was about to say Fantasia. Who was it?
Some of the famous people who came.
Shanti, and then Kenya Moore.
Just because you're looking at her Instagram, and you see who's been there.
You know me, I did a deep dive. So I'm like, tell me about this celebrity, and she was an open book, and so the vibe was everything.
It was really pretty.
One of the really good stories, you can tell this one about the sister video.
Oh, so she was talking about going back to the family and, just friends and being able to depend on your family and all that. And Miracle has sent me this video from, who was it from? Some celebrity. And
Zoe, it's
Zoe Saldana.
Yes, Saldana.
So she was basically in the video talking about how her mom, told them about, sisterhood, and your sisters are your best friends. Like, I didn't go through all these hours of labor and put my body through this for y'all to be out in the world searching for friendship from everybody else. She was like, your sisters are your best friends. If something happened and you needed somebody that was no questions asked, that was going to, bury a body for you, you didn't call your sisters. You think she would help you? Yes. So it was just kind of giving those lessons and the importance of female relationships as far as if they come and if you have them, that's great. But you have your sisters, and that's the foundation of everything.
It's divine.
And so I can relate to that 100% with me and Miracle. And so something said, oh, send her the video. And, Miracle's like, okay.
No, it's like, okay.
And so we pull it up, and she watches it, and it almost brings her to tears.
Yeah.
And she was like, you don't know how much I needed that. And can you please send that to me?
Yeah.
Like, don't just let me watch it, send it to me. And we just had a really good moment talking about family. And
she was just saying, like, she knows that, when it comes to guys, whatever, if they mistreat you, leave them alone. But she goes over and on beyond for females, and they probably don't give that same energy. And she kind of noticed that when, the grandfather passed and all of that. And so she has a sister, and she's like, I really need to focus on my sister and our relationship because it's divine, it's family. And so she really got choked up about that and asked me to send the video. She reposted us, followed us, and like when I sent it to her, she was like, thank you so much. I love meeting you and your mom and your sister, great vibes. So it was really, really good experience.
She was great.
Yeah.
And she
The
had
food
a
was
picture
good.
of Queen.
The queen, yeah. Because she's like, go ahead, go look around. And I was like, oh, my queen, which is Meghan Markle. And so you asked her,
I think I might have said, what is the reaction? Do people here love her, or do they all hate her? Like, because you listen to the media.
Yeah.
And so she says, I feel like if you don't like her, you're racist. Yeah. And so I laughed about that.
Her.
And she was like, I like her. There's nothing wrong. She's really nice. and she was like, the picture pisses off the right people.
Yeah.
So if you come in here and you're mad that Meghan Markle is pictured here, then you're bad.
Yeah.
So
this is the place for you. We stayed there. Our appointment was an hour and a half, but we stayed for 2 hours talking. The vibe, the smell, the look, everything was amazing.
So the tea was really good.
Yeah.
The drink with the cotton candy and the gold on it. Go to St. Ames. You have to.
Yeah.
It was Lois is amazing.
Hi,
Lois.
Yes,
it was amazing.
And the freedom she had, people did kind of walk up, and she went out there, took pictures. You can order something, you had to sit outside, and then she
because
was like,
we were in.
Yeah, we were the VIP, and then she said, "Well, I'll open it for about 20 minutes. I have to go to a nail appointment, so I opened up for a little bit."
Yeah,
but
it was Black businesswoman and her freedom. That was a great.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest lesson.
Yeah,
it's like, what's the point of having your own business if you're a slave to that? And she's like, I'm there, my birthday, Christmas, everything, because people think, oh, you're supposed to be open. She's like, no.
I'm gonna charge more. Appointment only. I can deny if I got something to do. We're not open. Oh yes, and she knows her schedule. Like, yeah,
it was great.
Everything about it. Anything else? Oh, shopping.
We went to Harrods. So the big department store. What is it? 6 floors.
Ooh, yeah. 1 floor for shoes.
Floor 5. Floor 5, and it's called Shoe Heaven.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
And it's literally like you're in the building, and each store is right there. Like, I love how they had it modeled. Like,
around that whole floor.
Oh yeah, so there's like a specialty. There's Manolo Blahnik. There's Jimmy Choo. Like every major store that you would think. Shoe Heaven. Literally. Balenciaga. Everybody had their own store. It was great.
That's not where we got the.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shoes that I got.
No.
Oh no. That was in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
But
we shopped.
We shopped everywhere. Yeah.
But it was funny. The one thing though that was a little bit funny is that people always commented on how nice we were. The cab driver, he was like, "Oh, where are y'all from?" Oh, Americans,
Yep. They thought we were super nice.
They thought we were really
London
nice.
liked Americans.
Yeah, they thought we were really nice.
Yeah.
And even at the restaurant, where are you from? When I got the soup, and then he was like, "Yeah, Americans, y'all are nice."
Yeah.
Like the people from here,
not so much.
Not so nice.
Yeah. That's so nice, Lindy.
They say it's always rainy and cold, and so they're cranky.
Yep. Oh my goodness. When we got off, we were trying to get off the bus. The old man was so cranky.
And from the airport, that guy, the shuttle from the airport. Oh, he was not pleased.
I say he was using his seniority because he fussed at the younger guy. You get this bag.
I know.
I'm not going to get this
He
bag.
was cussing under his breath.
He was so mad.
He was not
I was like, it's time to retire, sir.
Yeah.
You were always angry. So yeah, people are definitely different in London. Everybody speaks English.
They were vocal.
Yeah.
They were vocal about it.
Ran into my friend's Mel,
Oh,
and that was good to meet them because she was there with girlfriends, and we met them, and they were really nice. We stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning with the NFL football with the Saints, and who was the Saints and somebody, went to London to play football.
Maybe that was the Saints and the Vikings.
We went to the casino and we ate there.
Yeah, that was
on
fun.
the rooftop. That was great.
There was fun. There's a lot of black people.
Oh yeah, we found all the black people there.
Oh yeah, and on that cab ride, we saw the neighborhood, so we saw everything.
Yeah.
Anything else on the list? The only thing I would say is that we, because of the train strike, so we had to take an Uber to the airport, which means it took us forever, and then we were rushing through the airport.
Like O.J. Simpson.
The London airport is actually really nice. So if you had to pick somewhere to get there early, you can enjoy yourself in the London airport. It is an experience. We were running, and it took us 15 minutes to get to our gate. And it wasn't as far as it could have been.
Yeah.
But that's just how much they have. Like it's designed for you to get there and enjoy yourself. You can have lunch, dinner, whatever, more shopping, all of that. So get to the London airport early.
Get your bags checked. Get your seat. Let them know you're in that airport.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go through security,
Mhm.
let them know you there, and then relax.
Yep. Relax. Okay.
Because if we had missed that flight, we would have been another nightmare, like 14 hours before we would have got home.
Yeah.
So we were running.
Mhm.
It was 1 minute left when we got there.
We made it.
And I
by
was
the
like,
grace of God.
God's favor again.
Okay, well, thank you for watching our 3-part video of our London trip. Thank you for watching.
All
Bye.
right.
Cute.
The atmosphere. This is the best place ever.